Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ragnarwald. Today, for our champion spotlight, we'll be hosting the ferocious and fickle Feral Paragon. The Paragon plays quite differently from our other core set champions, so let's dive right in with how to set them up. Once again, we are playing on the free Tabletop Simulator mod, which is currently the easiest way to access the game. If you'd like to follow along, you can find a link for the mod down in the description below this video. First things first, we gain control of our 4 decks, the Wild, Spell, Primal, and Metamorph decks. Set aside your Shadow Champion and Idol cards. We'll be needing those a little bit later on. And then learn the following 4 cards: Osmosis, Cloak of Ragnarwald, Wild Anatomy, and our spell, Mercy Cruelty. We gain a bag card like every other champion. Then we choose 3 of our 5 event cards to add to the event deck. We set our health and our mana to its maximum value of 20, and then we place our champion onto the mausoleum. With our setup out of the way, let's have a look at the Paragon's portrait card. You awaken by killing creatures, completing dungeons, and taking on event encounters. When you awaken, you choose either the Spell or Wild deck, look at the top 3 cards of that deck, learn one of them, and then return the rest to the respective deck. You also cannot equip item cards. Well, that all seems pretty straightforward, but what are the Wild and Spell decks? The Spell deck contains, as you might imagine, spell cards. Spell cards have their mana cost printed in the top right hand of the card, and you can only cast 1 spell per approach. The Wild deck contains both abilities and wild abilities. All abilities have printed values as well as passive effects and activated effects. You may activate any number of abilities you control while you have priority during the approach phase of combat. Wild abilities are special cards that can only be activated and have their passive effects used while a Wild Anatomy is active. Our final 2 decks are what really make the Paragon come alive. Because the Feral Paragon has a disdain for equipment cards, they have to make their own. That's where our Osmosis ability comes in. Whenever we would draw a loot card, we instead create an idol. These idols are traded in at the potion shop for a primal ability card. If we would draw a mythic item, we may instead go to our Metamorph deck and choose a card to acquire. These powerful abilities are your ticket for quickly ending the game. I hope you enjoyed our brief look at the Feral Paragon. Be sure to check out our channel if you missed our other how to play videos, and make sure you subscribe for future content as we highlight more champions in the future. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.